Hey, sissy.
Hi.
Love you.
Daddy!
Baba.
Daddy was good to me. And I was going to you because I said Papa for you. Love you, Sissy. Love you too. Love you too. I see you later, guys. See you the next time before I go. You come out of my house. This is the time lapse.
Good job. Look at that. Sam's fish fry.
Yeah.
Did what?
Well, the story from my girlfriend's friend was that she went and showed up to work.
And the doors were locked.
The doors were completely locked. Manager took off with all the money. She was
So that's
just
what happened in my
dead.
California store. Manager took off with all the money. There was no money in the safe. Couldn't do payroll, etc. So I had to have the second guy in command write in a check to himself, cash at the bank across the street. And then he was like, well, if I'm going to take on the responsibility of the managership, I want $6 more an hour. And I was like, okay, sure. You know what? I've known you a long time. We went to high school together. You're gonna do this. But all right, you got to really work hard. And then he shows up the next day with stains all over his t-shirt, like he just rolled out of bed. I guess he was streaming all night because he's a Twitch streamer. So it was one of those things where I was like, all right, yeah, that's not gonna work. But they had hired all their little shitty friends, and then for the next 2 weeks they just bled the books, man.
Wow.
They bought shit that went missing, basically stole a bunch of shit, didn't do any of the work, turned customers away. Like, this job is not hard, man. The most aggravating part is dealing with people who are in upset situations.
Yeah.
In California, because we got so many customers, like it was a $70,000 a month store, so there was 30 people in the door a day. We can have 5 customers here. As long as we have 5 customers a day, we're good. You know, my hope is to have you, once you're on here full time,
Yeah.
running the store on the weekends on your own, because it's busy on a Saturday, and we can open up Sundays, and then do it like that. When I opened my first store, I was just open whenever I was open. So I was there like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. because I was single, didn't know how to run a business, didn't know what hours were, didn't even know how to post about them. It was hilarious. Okay, so apparently now we got to get Play-Doh and go grocery shopping. Welcome to Sunday Fun Day. Where are we going, CJ?
I'm going to get Play-Dohs and I get beach.
Apparently he's getting pink Play-Doh. He's been watching some Play-Doh blippy YouTube stuff, so decided we'll grab a Play-Doh set since we don't have any in the house, and he's no longer too young to play with it, so I think it's 3 and up.
3 hours later.
How much Play-Doh did we get, Junior?
Yes, I get red Play-Doh and I get a dinosaur toy.
Okay, I may have spent $120 on Play-Doh. Now that they're of age to have Play-Doh and they're not going to make the craziest of messes, he wanted like just the Play-Doh itself, not the toys to smash the Play-Doh. And that was the confusing part, so I had to buy those to show him exactly how that works. Basically, I went overboard, bought a bunch of Play-Doh stuff. I'm crazy, not lazy. Play-Doh. Welcome to Dad's Regretful Decisions 101.
Yeah, green and red. It's got to come again. Boom. Okay, guys, we got this Play-Doh up to the table because I got this Play-Doh, the small Play-Doh, and I pick up the store every day. Bye. Bye, guys.
I'm so cute. Oh, no, no, no. My 3-year-old just called me so cute. Why? I have no idea. Can anybody else tell me why my 3-year-old now is saying the word cute to a grown man with a complexion problem?
The next day. 7 hours later.
It's now 5 o'clock. The day has been absolutely crazy busy. And then somebody offered me a business opportunity. How many of your customers bring you business opportunities? Like becoming a commercial grade fertilizer company. Like, I've never thought of it, but apparently they get paid like $15,000 to do a field once a year. What? That's a lot of money for a $30,000 piece of equipment that you go around and do 12 things a year, and then boom. Hypothetically, you could make good money with some upfront cost, but I told the guy, I was like, bring me the numbers. Show me what it actually costs for said item and what the return would be, what the split would be. He's like, man, I'll run it for you. I'll do this, that, and the other. I just ain't got the money to buy this used, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't want to say yes. That's the problem. Investments are a hard thing for me. What do you think? What would you do if a customer came and offered you a $200,000 business for $25,000 up front? What would you do? Let me know in the comments. If somebody said, hey, I can guarantee you 20,000, or if you spend $20,000 to make 200,000 the first 12 months, would you say yes? The numbers sound amazing. I just want to know where the actual profit comes from. Well, closing up early, getting the hell home, because apparently it's tornado weather out of nowhere. Closed all the windows, but yeah, it's like 5 o'clock, made my nut for the day, and here comes the tornado weather. They said it was supposed to hit by like 2 p.m. and it's like 5 now. So I never trust these, but then again, here we go. We're leaving. Getting the hell out of here before the siren starts, which pretty much is any moment now. This sky is ridiculous. It's just getting worse and worse. It's only 5:30. It's usually bright till 8 plus at night. My son's got a bunch of his toys outside. Should not have a bunch of his Batman toys outside. My grill is uncovered. Fun times.
The next day.
Heading out to Oklahoma City. All right, bud. You have a good one. First time I've had a homeless man walk up on me, and he walked up on me asking about my car. Never seen one in person. That could have got bad real quick. Luckily, I'm armed today. It says 1 hour and 25 minutes to Weatherford. Another hour from there to Oklahoma City. Two things. Driving out to Oklahoma City sucks that I have to do every month for the VA. And two, I really hate that Oklahoma Woodward has chargers that they've never put on the application that told people, hey, there's superchargers here. Because I just found that at NWEC or Northwest Electric Oklahoma has a charger that works literally a stone's throw from my house, and I never have to charge it home again. So, funny enough, it is now 10 a.m. and we've already had 4 clients. Leslie's called me for every single one that she has not been able. So we've had 4 clients, but every single one that she needed a quote on that wasn't on the paperwork. My wife, on a Friday, she's already working her now new job, which is remote, on a computer for Centene. She went back to her old job, if you didn't know. So the problem is she's in training, running our whole store and online while I drive to Oklahoma City and back before freaking opening, has made more money than Sacramento made one day in their last month of investment. That's crazy to me. Does anyone else get how just that's nuts? If somebody not even in the industry makes more money than people in the industry and does better for the customers than people in the industry, you shouldn't be in the industry. We still have a bit of fallout from that where people are talking massive shit in chat, but that is what it is. We're 9 miles from Lucille's brisket fries. Just talking about losing some weight, and I'm like, oh, well, let me treat myself to some $20 fries. If you've ever been to Lucille's, you understand. Their brisket fries, it's like pulled pork fries. Just make the world go round. Made it to the supercharger with 25 miles left, so I technically didn't even need to charge at NWEC. So it took me an hour and a half to get here, even though going 80 miles an hour. It took me 45 minutes to get to Oklahoma City after this. We'll see how it goes. For some reason, I left the cap on. For some reason, Elon Musk has taken me way outside the range of what is a normal map adjustment. It took me to Gary Watonga, which was another 25 extra miles, and now it's taking me off I-40, but it does not show me or tell me why, for 15 extra miles. I got a tip from a very nice guy named Joe at a gas station I did not know was more than a gas station next to Lucille's. I didn't get the fries. I went to the gas station since it was only a 15-minute charge. The supercharger was just gracious to give me a super fast charge. My point being, though, had a conversation with the guy. It took too long. Now I'm trying to rush to get there. But real nice guy gave me some helpful tips about the people of Woodward, people of Oklahoma. He's an outsider himself. He's been working in sales, but he's a nice, like a good, that man right there just had a good, you know, you can tell when a man, he's been through a lot, but he's doing well. And this guy gave me a lot of faith in a couple of the stores out here about, like, he's worked for them, he knows what they got, what they provide. So I'm looking for a certain hat. Been searching for it for a while. I think y'all are going to be impressed when I get it. Also, I think my wife probably bought it for Father's Day and didn't tell me. But we'll find out. My problem is I buy gifts for myself with the money I earn.
2 hours later.
Let's just say that was the worst 2 hours of my life. Stuck in the VA for 2 freaking hours. 2 freaking hours. We're finally out of the VA. Here's the fun thing. I called on Wednesday, setting up my visit out here because it takes 3 hours to get here, about 2.5 to get back on a full charge. Point being, I was gonna stop by Langston's and grab, you know, what I wanted, X, Y, and Z. Now I can't do that because it's already 2 o'clock. By the time I get home, it'll be closing time. So what I have to do now is rush back. It says that I won't get home till 4:29. Fun times. Gotta go pick up my son. Now I'm at a 2-hour loss for time when it should have been in and out because I prepared. I set everything the expectation. I did everything diligently to make sure that I could come here and leave. Everything was prepped. The doctor apparently didn't even know that I had called. Front desk receptionist, I'm gonna call her the assistant. I don't know if she's getting it from behind or why she's got the job, but she is obviously not qualified. So I call and then they don't have a record of my conversation. Well, I have a record, so I notify them of the record. They say that I'm lying. I just got told by an assistant that I was lying about a phone call that I had made to prepare for this trip. Well, people don't do that. Why would you call beforehand? Most people just go there. Well, because I'm not most people. I care to get things done in a timely and efficient manner. And of course, they ignore my calls, say the doctor's not in. 2 hours going back and forth, and I'm like, if I leave here, then I'm not gonna come back for 2-3 weeks. There's no reason to drive out every freaking day to try and get something done that I was diligent about in the first place. What's the point of being that guy? Well, she finally calls back as I'm walking out to my car and says, Mr. Love, we found the record of the call and we talked to the doctor and yeah, everything's done. Go ahead and go back in. I'm like, this is like some silo, sneaky, camera behind the wall stuff. Like they knew when I had just given up. I'm like, I'm going home. I got my kid, I got my business. I'm already late. And they still proceeded to tell me that I was lying about the call. Of course, we hit traffic. We're now an extra 25 minutes behind. Very frustrating, Oklahoma City. Let's all hope that I make it there on time to actually get there before the doors close in an hour and 30 because I've got 100 miles to go. It says an hour and 40 minutes, but I'll be going pretty fast once I get over the traffic here. Cross our fingers.
10 seconds later.
Okay, we made it back to the shop. Let me bang out these repairs. Let's see how fast this goes. That is liquid damage. Okay, I'm gonna remove a bunch of malware from this guy's phone. Please, people, this shit does not save you anything. This malware ton junk cleaner doesn't do anything.
Yeah, life can be super happy, life can be super sad. I'm trying super hard to separate the good and bad. I go back to my future just to get to my past.